Good day everyone, my name is Muhammad Azhar Elmi and I, with my other group members, would like to present our presentation entitled Shale Gas. I'm going to explain in detail about one of the natural gas and I will also explain how we can produce the shale gas in a large scale by using drilling technology that has been invented in 1947 by Floyd Ferris. So, first of all, what is a shale gas? Shale gas is one of the natural gas that is trapped within the shale formation and it can be found underground in shale rock. It is classified as unconventional because it is found in a shale and a less permeable rock formation than sandstone, siltstone, or limestone in which conventional gas is found. So we move on to the second part, which is characteristic of shale rocks. It is made from compacted mud and clay, where it contains at least 30% of clay. Second, it is fragile and it can be easily divided into thin layers. Third, one of the composition in shale gas is kerogen, where it is a mixture of hydrocarbon from deceased plants and animals. There are three ways gas stored in gas shale. First is free gas. The gas is within the rock pores and the natural fractures. Second, absorbed gas. The gas is absorbed on organic materials and clay. And the last part is dissolved gas, where the gas is dissolved in the organic materials. So we move to the next part, where I will explain how we can produce the shale gas and what is the technology that we use.
There is a technology called hydraulic fracturing or fracking that can extract this natural gas, potentially powering us for decades to come. So how does fracking work? A fracking site can be anywhere with natural gas, from a remote desert to several hundred feet from your backyard. It starts out with a long vertical hole known as a wellbore, drilled down through layers of sediment. When the well reaches 2,500 to 3,000 meters, it's at its kick-off point, where it can begin the process of horizontal drilling. It turns 90 degrees and extends horizontally for about 1.5 kilometers through a compressed black layer called a shale rock formation. A specialized perforating gun is then lowered and fired, creating a series of small, inch-long holes that burst through the well's casing into the rock layer. Fracking fluid is pumped down into the well at a pressure so high it cracks the shale rock, creating fractures through which the trapped gas and oil can escape. The liquid is made up of concentrated chemical additives that fall into three categories, which are acid, salt water, and disinfectant. After done, extract the gas from the shale rocks. The water will be pumped to the surface and millions of gallons of flow-back liquids come gushing.
Hi guys, my name is Irina and I'm from Group 2A. So today I want to share to you guys about what is shale gas used for and the pros and cons of shale gas. What is shale gas used for? According to the website geology.com, it stated that 87% of natural gas consumed was produced domestically in United States in 2009. Therefore, the supply of natural gas is not independent on foreign producers, such as the supplies of the crude oil, and the transmission system is less subject to disruption. The availability of shale gas in large quantities will allow the United States to use most of its domestic gas supply. It also can be used for making the chemicals, plastic, fertilizers, and hydrogen. So, what is the pros of shale gas? A delivery infrastructure already exists and end users' appliances are widespread. As such, the work of finding shale gas sources will be easier with the help of such transmission infrastructure and equipment. Secondly, it used intensively for power generation and heat, as power and heat generation are very useful for our daily use. Third, cleanness of the fossil fuels and it burns efficiently. Shale gas also has almost no sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide or soot when burned, therefore it can reduce environmental pollution. And it has no ashes or other residues. And also, in much countries, gas plants are sit by a peak. And lastly, moments because it quickly can give a lot of energy. Therefore, it does not require much time to produce energy, thus reducing the burden on workers. Unfortunately, the extraction and use of shale gas can affect the environment through the leaking of extraction chemicals and waste into water supplies, the leaking of greenhouse gases during extraction, and the pollution caused by the improper processing of natural gas. A challenge to preventing pollution is that shale gas extraction varies widely in this regard, even between different wells in the same project. The processes that reduce pollution sufficiently in one extraction may not be enough in another. How to handle disposing of the wastewater that comes from fracking is another pressing problem. Hydrofracking pollutes groundwater with methane and with the chemicals used in filtering fluids. This could result in contaminating also the drinking water. In terms of air pollution, shale gas extraction is an important source of fugitive methane emissions. Such emissions into both of atmosphere and the water have also negative health effects. Finally, hydrofracking causes many earthquakes.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Nazim bin Hussaini with metric number A21800132. So first of all, I want to say thank you to my friend for the explanation just now. So now it's my turn to share to you all about the statistic of production of shale gas. Okay, this data is based on United States. So the EIA, or refer to Energy Information Administration, point out that shale gas is projected to play a larger role in the future. So this statement show that this gas become an option in the future. So according to the annual Energy Outlook 2030, natural gas output in the United States will expand by 44%. So the very big number over the next 30 years, so very long time, with shale gas extraction accounting for the majority of this increase. So shale gas extraction is expected to increase from 7.8 million 1 million cubic feet in 2011 to 16.7 million 1 million cubic feet in 2014. So the different significant from 2040 to 2011 to 2040 is quite a big number. So shale gas is likely to play a significant role in the future. So here is the graph or data of the production of natural gas in the US. Okay. Okay, as you can see, the production of the shale gas extracted is increases from 2007 to 2011. So they make this method become an option. So from 2007 to 2011, while the other method decreases from 2007 to 2011. But overall, this gas still increase from 2007 to 2011, but different method that they use. So here is the same. As you can see, the Alaska is the least, while the shale gas is the most. Okay. Okay. Here is the comparison of production of natural gas and shale gas by country. As you can see, from 2015, the production of shale gas is the least, but in 2015 it increases. As you can see, it also the same with the other country, whether China, Canada, Mexico, Algeria, or Argentina. So it's also the same. but the different amount, because interstate is the most production of shale gas and the natural gas. Okay, in conclusion, we can say that shale gas extraction is not a new technology, of course, because it has been used for 30 to 50 years, especially in Europe. So, for your information, the production of shale gas is not easy because the different shale rock have a different amount of shale gas. So, it need the specific fracturing fluid pressure which is pumped underground. So shale gas extraction also is not eco-friendly because it bringing about a number of potential uh, environmental issues, especially to human and the animal or plant as well. So shale gas is having a beneficial impact on supplies and consumer price for natural. Why? Because in US, the natural gas generate a quarter of nation electricity. So it is very important lah, natural gas to the country, especially in US. So we hope that this shale gas continues to expand in the future, but with better improvement, especially for environment. Okay, that's all.